All right, so you just finished publishing your post or setting your post up to be published. And you want to make sure you knock out a couple of things to make sure that everybody gets to see your post. So this is how you can do that in like 3 minutes. So what you want to do is you want to make sure, of course, that you have an image that is kind of captivating. I mean, it's something that if you were to see it, would you want to click it? Would people want to know more? Is it kind of intriguing? So for this post I created a while ago, it's called Makeup Storage, Organizing My Makeup Drawer with IKEA Sumera Liners. And I used this post, this picture, kind of put a little text over it, and that's that. So I moved it to my desktop so I could access it easier. So for WordPress, I'm not too sure about the other platforms, but it's really easy to just grab the short link and there's your post, okay? So that's that. That's even if you haven't published it yet. If you've just saved it as a draft, you still have your short link. So automatically, my thought process says, go to HootSuite, make sure you tweet it. So I would say something like, and then what I would do, throw in my URL, I shrink it, there it is. Then I hit the schedule button and I say I know I want it to come out, let's say tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. So there it is, I have it scheduled, and then once I refresh the page, there it is, ready to go. So it's great to tweet it that one time, but what about at the end of the week? Are like people going to remember? I don't know. So I'm going to make another post and I'm going to be as original as I can with the tweets. I'm not copying the same tweet. I'm not saying this is a vintage post or an old post. I'm just letting the people know what they can find. So my makeup drawer looks so much better after I organized it. This time I will, paste that in there. I'll shrink it. And I'll use a makeup chat hashtag. Then I'll schedule it for Sunday at 1:15 p.m. There. So that's done. Next, I would jump straight to Facebook. So this is my Creative Colony page. I haven't done too much in this in a while, but I'm about to revive that soon. So I'm going to grab my photo from my desktop. And I'm going to basically say the same thing. Here's how I reorganized my makeup in for $10. Then I'm going to include link, and then I'm going to schedule it. So I'm going to go in here and add the date whenever I want it to go out, and it'll go out. Typically it'll be around the time, probably maybe a few hours before or after this. But if you, let's say you follow people that follow you on both accounts, I mean, they might, you know, see them at the same time. So I think it's best that you should tweet to send them out at different times, space them out a little bit, a couple hours or so. So you go ahead and schedule that. Next, we're going to jump back in MailChimp, and we're going to go ahead and throw it in the newsletter for safekeeping. So I'm already in the design element. So let's say I add these bullets. Let's see. Also on Scandalous Beauty. Then I'll do bullet points and say makeup organization for under $10. And then I can make this whole thing a link, or you can just do a click here. My gosh, sorry. And then you can create the link here, put this here, and then you can add the address here. Insert, and there you go. So you have it saved now so that everybody can deal with this. So what you want to do is just add a little bit at a time whenever you need to add it, and then you can just have it for safekeeping. But it's best to just go ahead and do it all at one time. All right, so now that you have it saved in MailChimp, you're going to want to jump into Pinterest, because it's like, you know, God forbid you're not pinning things. Okay, so I've already actually pinned this, but I'll show you how to make this happen. I'll choose the image again, and I'll throw it in the appropriate board, which would be something about makeup. Here, I'll say, I love my new makeup organization system. You know the drill, less than $10. So I'll go ahead and pin it. And then I'm gonna jump right back in, and I'm gonna make sure that this pin goes directly to my site. So I'll hit edit, and then I'll put the link here. I'll paste it in, pin is saved. That is done. You can't schedule the pins. I've heard like there's like Pinnerly and a couple of things where you can schedule your tweets. I haven't done that yet, so I haven't tried it yet. So you can just go ahead and manually do it as needed. But this is Pinterest, so there it is. If I were to open it and click it, it would take me directly to the page on my blog. Okay, so that's basically how you would knock out all the social aspects in like 3 or 4 minutes as soon as you finish the post. And that's that. Just make sure that you don't set up your posts to go out and then you forget about them, which is really bad, because I've sent out posts that weren't finished because I scheduled them too early. Yeah, blogger woes. So yeah, hopefully that helps and helps to get that social media flow going. Thanks. For more information, check me out, scandalousbeautyonline.com/beautyblogtips.